morning, good afternoon, and good evening, GHA family and friends. We are back with another homework helper video, and this one is for 5th grade. So we are in module 2. This is lesson 15. So I'm going to read the directions and I'm going to get us started, okay? So it just says solve here. So if you've paid attention in this lesson, we were doing division, okay? So I'm going to read the story problem, we're going to solve, and then we're going to create a complete sentence. So it says Tia cut her 4-meter, 8-centimeter wire into 10 equal pieces. And then Marta cut a 540-centimeter wire into 9 equal pieces. So it says, how much longer is one of Marta's wires than one of Tia's, okay? So this is a 3-step equation. We're gonna have to do 2 division problems, and then we're going to have to do a subtraction problem with our quotients, okay? So Tia cut a 4-meter, 8-centimeter wire. So we have to make sense of this. So we got 4 meters and 8 centimeters, yes. Okay, so we got 4 meters and 8 centimeters, and then Marta had 540 centimeters. So the first thing we want to do is make this match with this. So we want to use centimeters in this situation. So we're going to find out how many centimeters is 4 meters and 8 centimeters. So back in our earlier lessons in module 1, we learned that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, okay? So if we have 4 meters, then we have 400 centimeters. And then we still have 8 more centimeters left over. So that's gonna be 408 centimeters here. Okay, so now that we have broken our problem down to make it more simple, we can do our division. So when we look at Tia's wire, this is Tia. We have 408 centimeters and it was cut into 10 equal pieces. So we can start off our division problem. 408 is our dividend and our divisor is 10. Over here, our dividend would be 540. And I believe Marta's wire was cut into 9 equal pieces. So we have our divisor as 9, so we can go ahead and solve. We'll start over here with Tia. So we want to ask ourselves, how many times can 10 go into 408? And then we break it down, we say, can 10 go into 4? No. Can 10 go into 40? Yes, it can. How many times? Well, 4 times. So we count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40. So we put our 4 above the 0 in 40. And 10 times 4 is 40, so we can record that here and subtract. 40 minus 40 is 0, and we know 10 cannot go into 0, so we're going to bring our 8 down. 10 cannot go into 8, so we're going to put our 0 up. Then we're going to add a 0, decimal and a 0, and bring it down. So now, even though this is 8.0, we're gonna look at this number like 80, okay? So how many times can 10 go into 80? Well, we count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we get 8 times, 10 times 8 is 80, and we can subtract. All right, so we have 0 here. We have no more numbers that we have to add or bring down, and we have to make sure that we add our decimal up top. So we have our 10 pieces, our 408 centimeters divided into 10 pieces, and we get 40.8 centimeters apiece. And then if we move over here to Marta, we have 540 divided by 9. So we're asking ourselves, how many times can 9 go into 540? Can 9 go into 5? No. But can 9 go into 54? Yes. How many times? 6 times. So we put our 6 above the 54, and we put our 54 down here and subtract. So 54 minus 54 is 0. And we know 9 can't go into 0, so we have to bring our 0 down. And 9 still can't go into 0. This is still 0. So we have to add a 0 here. All right. The next step, oh, I'm sorry. That is the last step. So we can go ahead and use this as our answer. So we have centimeters here. And centimeters here. Okay, so we've done our 2 division problems. We have our 2 quotients, and now we can subtract. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to make a subtraction problem, 60 minus 40.8. Okay, so we've lined our numbers up by place value. We know in 60 we have 6 tens and 0 ones, and in 40.8 we have tens, ones, and a tens place. So because we are missing a place value here, we're going to put a 0 spacer here just so that we can keep everything lined up, and we're going to subtract. Okay, so can we take 8 from 0? No, so we need to borrow. Nobody home, so we go next door again, and we have a 6, so the 6 becomes a 5. Now we have to go and change that to a 10, but we still got to get 10 over here, so we have to borrow 1 more. So this is going to be 9, and now we finally have 10. We can subtract. So 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 0 is 9, and 5 minus 4 is 1. Keep track of your decimal. So we have 19.2 centimeters. These are our 2 quotients that we found from our division problems, and we subtracted. So let's go back to our question. It says Tia cut a 4 meter, 8 centimeter wire into 10 equal pieces, and Marta cut a 540 centimeter wire into 9 equal pieces. How much longer is one of Marta's wires than one of Tia's? So now that we can do our subtraction, we found out how much each piece of the wire for each of them, for Tia and Marta. So when we subtracted, we got 19.2 centimeters. So we can come up with a complete sentence now. So it says, how much longer is one of Marta's wires than one of Tia's? So we can say, one of Marta's, you have to capitalize Marta, names should be capitalized. Okay, have a good evening.